So Arsenal play Leicester on Saturday, 10 a.m. American time. Should be an interesting match. Away from home, we are playing at the Leicester, the King Power Stadium in Leicester. Should be an interesting match. I'm happy we got out of the slump we had for a few games. We lost against Man City. Even for Man City, we drew against Brentford. We lost against Everton, but we ended that drought, ended that bad run of form against Aston Villa at the Villa Park, winning that match rather 4-2. Even though we struggled, there are still signs that it was not a smooth game. But when you're going through that kind of drought, when you're going through that kind of slum in form, you need that luck of that Jorginho goal to come your way. It came our way, and Martinelli actually ended it by scoring the fourth goal, making him very comfortable at the dying minute. Leicester will be a different challenge. We saw the match against Manchester United at Old Trafford. They did not deserve to lose that way. Okay, I'll scratch that. I'll say the scoreline actually flatters Manchester United. If you watch the first 30 minutes, you'll be surprised how did that match end a 3-0 win for Manchester United because Leicester had all the key chances, all the key moments in the first 30 minutes. Unfortunately, will I say it was due to the inadequacy for the strikers to finish their chances, or was it the excellence of De Gea? I rather choose the excellence of De Gea. I think they had an absolute stellar performance in the first 30 minutes by those crucial saves that kept Mayu in the game. Without those saves, I'm 100% sure the result of that game will have been different. The tempo of that game will have been different because Manchester United did not start playing well until second half. So Leicester, for that match, they've had two good victories. So let's even check the form table before I continue my talk on Leicester. Now, the last 5 games, Leicester have won 2 games, lost 2 and drawn 1. Same form with Arsenal. Arsenal in the last 5 games have won 2 games, lost 2 and drawn 1. So we share similar form in terms of how we're performing. Though on the table, Arsenal are first on the table after playing 23 games, 17 wins, 3 draws and 3 losses. Leicester have played 23 games, 7 wins, 3 draws, and 13 losses. Leicester were very abysmal before the World Cup. After the World Cup, they seem better. After the January transfer window, they added a defender, a white player. I think they added 2 or 3 players that are actually helped them. I think they added 2 defenders, rather. 2 defenders who are sure of their defense a little bit, but they are still leaking goals at the back. There's leaking goals at the back. So that tells me that Arsenal have the opportunities to actually capitalize and score goals. But Nketiah has not been later for the past few games. I understand the frustrations of Arsenal fans getting overly critical on Nketiah. See, I've never said Nketiah is as good as Jesus. Show me the proof. I've never said. I'm saying he's a backup striker at the moment, and we have to support him. He doesn't have. He can't do what Jesus do. Jesus is far better than Nketiah. But we can still argue that in terms of converting chances, Nketiah seems to be slightly better, but Jesus is a far better player. He influences the game. He creates chances for other players. He makes other players look good. He makes the Arsenal team think. Nketiah, aside from if he's not scoring, he does not create so many chances for other players. He doesn't facilitate goal scoring opportunity for other players, which is not his fault. He's a penalty box striker. So he should be scoring more goals. He had decent chances against Aston Villa, in my opinion. He fluffed 2 crucial chances, but this happens. Strikers miss chances. I get it. He's going through a mini crisis or a drought, but the positive is that he's still getting those chances. It's not that he's just having a drought, no chances, and he's not doing anything. I get it. Jesus is a better player. We need Nketiah to convert more of these chances. Let's support him. Jesus is close coming back. There's no need for us to rush him. The team is still on top. Let's understand that Nketiah will not be Jesus. And let's just support him. See, there's no other option. No matter how we rant and go online and get hysterical, we can't go into transfer window and buy a striker right now. Even in January, I don't think Arsenal will want to do that. Not because they're not ambitious, because who is going to release their key strikers to you? You can't buy quality. We saw how the Caicedo saga ended. So sometimes let's apply a bit of logic. Let's apply a bit of context to these things. So we have to support the Nketiah. I believe the goal drought regarding Nketiah will come to an end. It might be against Leicester because You look at some, like there was a chance for KTR against Aston Villa that if that ball, if we're just looking a little bit down, a little bit downwards, that would have been a goal. He jumped. I couldn't believe in KTR had that kind of leap in him ahead of the defender, the Aston Villa defender. I think that was Tyrone Mings. So sometimes you need a bit of luck for these things to go your way. So let's calm down. So Leicester, like I said, not a fantastic team, but they can be a daily team. In terms of injuries, we are hearing that Madison might have to go through a late fitness test. So we know Thomas Partey has missed the last two games. According to Arteta, he might be ready for this game, but there's no sign of him in training this week. Tomorrow is Friday. Arteta will be doing his pre-match press conference. Maybe we'll have more information regarding Partey tomorrow. But if you ask me for my opinion now, let's not rush him back. I know I prefer him to Jorginho. Like I said, I have no agenda against Jorginho. I just think defensively, Jorginho does not give us as much as Partey. He doesn't have the athleticism of Partey. He doesn't cover the distance of Partey. But he's a more progressive passer. He's secure with the ball. But sometimes we need athleticism, especially where we are in the defense. See, when teams are transition on Arsenal, we need the athleticism. And Jorginho, for me, do not have that. That's not the problem with Jorginho. That's not the problem. Aside from that, I do not have any problem with Jorginho. I just think he can give us the optimum, the maximum when we play the way we play. So we know Elneny is out for the long term. Jesus is not back. Maybe in next few, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, maybe we could see Jesus, but Jesus is not back. In terms of Leicester City, like I said, Madison is a dart for the game. Bertrand is out. Johnny Evans is still out. And James Justin, those players are out for Leicester. So, well, what are the key players for Leicester to watch out for? Like I said, if James Madison passes his fitness test, we need to watch out for him. He's good at around the box. We need to make sure we keep it tight. Not being impressed with Arsenal defensively for the last two games. We considered 3 goals against Manchester City, 2 against Aston Villa. We considered 1 against what's their name? Everton. 1 against Brentford. So defensively, we've not been good. It is high time we get a clean sheet. I get it. Like I said, I've criticized Saliba for the last few games. He has been shitty. His physically has not been the best. Hopefully, this time we've had a week rest. We can actually go to Leicester and give a defensive and offensive balanced performance and win the game. I'm very optimistic. I think we can win this game, regardless of our frailties defensively for the last few games. I think we have more than enough to beat Leicester. Defensively, Leicester are not superior, are not fantastic. They conceded 3 against Manchester United last week. Their midfield and attack is kind of average, but defensively, you can see why they bought 2 central defenders during general transfer, because they've been shipping in goals, and they still shipped in 3 goals last week. So regarding that, I think we should be able to win this game. I think if you ask my prediction, I will go for a 3-1 victory. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. Hopefully, we can keep a clean sheet. Hopefully, I'm wrong in terms of keeping a clean sheet, but I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but I think we'll win the game. Drop your predictions in the comment section. What do you think will be the result against Leicester at the King Power Stadium? Let me know. And what do you think? Do you think the best substitution? You think Trossard will come in, or you think Martinelli will start? We saw Martinelli coming the last game we played against Aston Villa, and it was much better than when he has been starting for a few games. Trossard struggled a little bit. Is it time for Smith Rowe to come into the team? He has been training for more than 2 weeks now, but we are yet to see him play. Maybe if we have a 2 or 3 goal lead within the first 60 minutes, maybe we'll see Smith Rowe get the first few minutes since he came back from injury. So, like I said, we need to keep on winning. We know Manchester City are up our heels. They are chasing us. They are holding onto our coattails. We need to win this match. We know there was hiccup with Manchester City last time against Nottingham Forest. I expect them to go to Brentford and win, or Bolton rather, and win. I expect Man City to go to Bolton and win. So we need to win our games. We cannot rely on other teams to do us a favor all the time. Like I said, Jorginho is not my cup of tea, but I expect him to start this game. Partey is a 50-50. I don't think he will play. Like I said earlier in the video, we've not seen many training pictures. By tomorrow, after the press conference, the pre-match press conference, we'll know more about whether Partey is fit or is 50-50 for the match. Like I said, Jorginho did a fantastic job in context against Aston Villa, against Leicester to be a different kettle of fish. Let's see how the team perform. Like I said, I'm predicting a 3-1 victory against Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. Let me know your prediction in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Like my content. It's very, very, very important to me. Make sure your videos, you stick a like. It doesn't take more than 2 or 3 seconds to stick a like on the video. Will do me a favor by sticking a like on the video. Subscribe if you're not a subscribe. And make sure notification bells are turned on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.